Yo, what's up? We're Hotel Garuda. No shitty music though.
For everything there is a time. This is your season.
Dude,
So sick.
I could talk about this like forever. So, I mean, obviously Coachella is like one of the biggest festivals in the world. And like, actually, funny story, earlier that year in February, I tweeted out, I was like, I'm not going to Coachella unless I play it.
Yeah.
And then a month later, our agent hits us up and he's like, do you guys want to play Coachella? At the Do Lab. Shout out to Do Lab. And we were just like, of course. And that weekend, I had a finance test the next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I flew out to California right after my finance class. Did homework on the Friday before Coachella at his place. We played Coachella. I came back to the East Coast and I was dying, obviously. And then I did the test. I got a B, which is like my lowest score.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Rose.
My lowest score of that semester, but like, yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. Hopefully, we're gonna play it next year.
That'd be nice.
That would be really cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, Sour Patch.
So we were playing a show in New York at the Bowery Ballroom. Sold out.
Which was great.
Which was amazing because we had been playing so many shows in New York, but we had never sold it out until that picture, which was actually just a couple months ago. And so like we got an email from like our managers and they're like, hey, do you want to stay at the Sour Patch House in Brooklyn? And we're like,
Obviously,
yeah,
Obviously,
sure.
I want to stay at the Sour Patch House.
Show up and there were like millions and millions of like packages.
They're everywhere. There's like containers on every surface, and every single container is filled to the brim with Sour Patch Kids.
I would like go to the bathroom to like try to go number 2, and then there'd be like Sour Patch Kids like on my side. Like it was like kind of fun.
He literally took an entire suitcase full of Sour Patch Kid boxes.
Yeah, a box.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the story.
That's how that happened. Oh
No
my
way.
God. This is, oh my goodness.
That's with the Luca.
That's with Wall Street.
Young Wall Street.
That's in my house my senior year of college. Damn, that's the first.
I think we were forced to make these social media accounts because
I hated it. I hated Instagram.
Yeah.
I hated all social except for Facebook.
Yeah, so when we put out our first song, we had nothing. Like we had maybe a Facebook page, and then our manager was just like, you guys need to make an Instagram. You guys need to make like Twitter, a Snapchat right now because like,
why do I?
And I was just like, dude, why can't we just like put out music? And he was like, no, you guys need to make this shit right now. And then I guess that was the first picture.
Hotel Garuda official used to be our Instagram.
Yeah, that used to be it.
And like that picture, that dude is Young Wall Street is another great producer.
Yeah, he's
one of our good homies.
Yeah.
And I think he had like come from a trip to like somewhere, and he had white fudge Oreos. And he like made a point of showing me. He's like, dude, these are great. These are awesome.
Yeah.
Had to christen the Instagram with that picture.
I guess that's what happened.
Yeah. That one we got asked by their management to remix it, and I think it's like for us it's a mix like half and half, I guess.
Yeah, usually like it's either we really like the song and then we're like, hey, can we remix this? Or it's like their management or their record label coming up to us and they're like, hey, do you want to remix this record? So yeah, for that one, they came to us for that and we were like, what?
Yes,
like,
obviously
we're gonna
remix
Lord, like,
song.
dude, like, yeah, we've been like huge fans of her. Like she's amazing and that's what happened with that. So.
And that song, like I think we finished it in like 3 days.
Yeah, super quick.
You made one version, then I made like one change, and we were like, all right, it's done.
They were like, hey, we want you to remix this song, but it has to be in by next week.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh my God, we only have a week. So
had to do it.
We did it though, yeah.
That is my dog. So my parents lived in New York City for a couple years, and before that we were living in Singapore while I was in college, and they were living there, and that's my dog. He's a small man. His name is Pola.
What kind of personality does he have?
What kind of personality? He's a very like soft, sort of like kind of a wimp.
Yeah.
But also like very friendly and like very bubbly, very chill.
Very chill.
Good dog overall. 10 out of 10.
Doesn't bark. It's not aggressive.
Doesn't really bark very much.
10 out of 10. Would dog again.
Yeah, would doggo. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh,
Context the photo and how you guys know him.
So we know Tim because I think Prince Fox probably introduced me to him like a while ago, and we were on tour with Big Gigantic earlier this year.
That was Kansas City. We were in Kansas City. We played a show with Big Gigantic, and then we like found out that Elefante was playing the same night at like some club, literally 2 blocks away, like 2 blocks away. So after we played our show, we we went on over and like we played with him, and it was like.
No, we went to Elefante's thing, then we went back and got the Big Gigantic guys, and then came back to the club.
That's right. Yeah, we just like went back and forth.
Yeah, and it was hilarious. That was like a very random coincidence.
Yeah.
Kansas City goes hard.
He's the man.
So yeah, we went to middle school together for a year in Indonesia when we were in 7th grade, and both our dads, I think their jobs involved traveling a lot for work. And as such, I think our families just moved around a lot.
Yeah.
So we were in the same place at the same time for like about a year. We weren't like very good friends or anything. We played on the same basketball team. We lost every game.
Yeah.
Every single one except for one, which we tied. So we never won a single game, but we became friends like that, and then reconnected over Facebook. I guess.
Thanks to Facebook.
5-6 years later.
And then I was producing music at the time, and then Asim hit me up, and he was like, yo, like...
I was like, hey man, want to teach me how to use Ableton?
Yeah, he was like, yo, like, teach me how to like make music, and I was like, sure, let's like, why don't we just like make a side project? And then we started Hotel Garuda.
Yeah.
And then we put out one song, and then everything,
it
all
just
of this
kind of like
happened.
snowballed.
Everything happened, yeah.
Like just a lot of luck and good timing and like...
So what's the name from?
Garuda comes from Hindu mythology. So Indonesia has, as much as it is a largely Muslim country right now, it does have a lot of Hindu mythology steeped in its roots. And Garuda is, in Hindu mythology, it's like one of the main vehicles of one of the gods. It's like an eagle.
It's like a bird.
It's an eagle. And it's also the name of Indonesia's national airline. So we wanted to have like a little bit of homage to where we met.
Yeah, we're like, where did we meet? We met in Indonesia. We were just like...
Originally we were going to call it Garuda Hotel.
Yeah.
Then we ended up changing it to Hotel Garuda
like,
in the first hour of doing that.
Yeah.
Fall tour! Upcoming.
This fall tour is gonna be like our biggest tour yet.
Yeah.
We're like super excited. We're hitting like all the cities. Hitting Boston
Every
too.
single city in America.
I think we're hitting Boston. Are we hitting Boston?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, I think so.
I hope so.
Yeah.
That'll be tight. Yeah.
Yeah, some of these shows that we're doing are gonna be like some of our biggest shows ever.
Yeah.
And so we're excited to like try to bring like a light show and production to that.
Yeah.
It should be cool.
That's it.